Hello everybody! Welcome to the Blind Press YouTube and Twitch channels, and it is Monday, which means it's time for some insanity, because it's Manic Monday. Oh boy, do I have some stuff for us to watch today. It's not going to be a super long stream, because I do have one of my kidlets home with me today, but I do still have some stuff to bring to the table and to watch. Last night was an interesting stream from Mr. Medicer with talking about the Thorpes and some good old-fashioned internet clips of mothers and sons fighting, and it was an interesting show last night from Jim. That's why I wasn't streaming last night. I was watching Jim. So, I do apologize for that, but I wanted to see what Jim had to talk about. And there was some shit from the Thorpes that I did not like. I'd stopped paying attention to them like last year. Oh, I've got that pulled up. The Gamer from Mars video? That's the first thing that we're gonna look at. Because I figured we would do a what's it called? A reminiscence. A reminiscence of what's it called? A reminiscence of the old days of Jim, from when he used to make videos, and when he made videos about crazy internet shit. Continuing the reminiscence from last night, like Jesse fucking Slaughter. Yeah, that was, oh my god. Jesse Slaughter. Yeah, you need, like, I think you just need the hours. You're almost there. You're almost there, honey. You need, like, your view time, and that's it. So yeah, like, there was, oh my god, there was so much that Jim was covering that, like, the Thorpes, like, I stopped. You missed Jim's stream? Oh, it was crazy. Like, the Thorpe shit. Like, I stopped paying attention to the Thorpes last year, and I'm kind of sorry I did, because apparently, like, Ben straight up assaulted Grace, and Grace is, like, right up the whole, you know, I'm sorry that you got arrested for beating me up, daddy. Yeah, it was, whoo boy, it was insane. Like, and then we find out that, like, she was simulating fellatio with a beer bottle, and like, in between Ben's legs, and, like, the brother confirmed that Ben and Grace are doing not good things together, and it's just brutally bad. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Like, it makes anything that Ethan Ralph did just, ugh. Ugh. It was, Jesus Christ. Jim always has some cringy streams. Good cringe. But still, it's like, holy shit. The craziness that and apparently the Thorpes were watching, cause like Grace was all pissed off at the jokes that Jim was making, and Jim was like, it's not my dick that's punching you in the throat there, Grace. Not me that kicked you in the chest. Well, maybe you should direct some of that anger to him, not me. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, Jim was on fire last night. Ugh. And of course, because he always takes them down, you know, like, I couldn't quite finish watching everything. But I got most of it. And it was a good one. It was a good one, and Gamer from Mars, funnily enough, dropped a video. I think it was Saturday. Not yesterday, but I think it was Saturday. About Ross. Do you remember Bathtub Ross? Do you remember the Bathtub Ross guy that Jim was always the Jim was going after? Yeah. Gamer from Mars dropped a video on him. It's good, and I figured we would start the stream today, considering that Jim brought us some oldie but goodies last night in his stream, that we would take a look at an oldie but a goodie that Jim brought us years and years ago. And we would take a look at what Gamer from Mars has pulled together about Bathtub Ross. And he certainly was quite the lolcow. I don't know if you could call what he said a lolcow, but having people just come after him and like bait him into trying to into admitting all this shit, it was great. So let's take a gallivant down memory lane, shall we? And see what Gamer from Mars has to say about Bathtub Ross.
In the annals of the internet, many interesting characters have stolen the spotlight at one time or another. Some stick around long enough to become part of the online cultural lexicon, while others have their 15 minutes of fame and then fade into obscurity. One such figure who seemingly slipped through the cracks of cyberspace is none other than Jonathan Ross.
Oh yes, that was his first name, Jonathan. I couldn't remember. I knew Ross was not his first name, but I couldn't remember what his first name was.
Not the British talk show host, but the American amateur streamer and YouTuber who rose to prominence in 2017 after his chance encounter with commentary personality Mr. Medicer.
Yeah. Can you call Jim a commentary personality? Because I would call Jim more of straight up shit poster and watcher of the world burn. That's what I would call Jim.
Which resulted in this clip.
Yeah, but you could say I'm a pedophile all you want, but I'm not a pedophile.
Like, how the f*** is looking that shit up not messed up?
Dude, looking up kids in the bathtub isn't fucking pedophilia. The only reason why it's pedophilia if you jerk off to it. I didn't even jerk off to it at all.
You literally said you have feelings for children and that you need help.
Just to warn you, we're going to wade through some truly vile degeneracy.
Yeah. Yeah. Gamer from Mars, that is definitely the correct disclaimer for that. You definitely yeah, there's no other word to describe Ross than degeneracy.
This isn't your average tale of an online personality raging at trolls over and over again. There are some awful things that lay ahead of us. But before we go any further, I just want to give a big shout out to my sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh God.
And yes, I am truly grateful of this opportunity. There's a reason why they spend so much money on advertising, because people actually download the game and end up enjoying it, which is why they have 4 million active users. The game is extremely robust with over 800 champions, 16 factions, 1 million builds, and 30 plus bosses. On top of that, they constantly add new items, searching for hidden items to prepare a refreshing potion for a campaign. In addition, if you download his mother passed away while he was a child, via my custom link or QR only.
Sorry, gamer.
As an introduction, Jonathan Ross was raised in California by his grandparents after his mother passed away while he was a child. He began his online presence in 2012 when he created several YouTube channels, and over the next couple of years, he would upload mostly gameplay and rant videos. Ross was also involved in the Dark Side Phil community.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I remember that connection. I remember Ross's connection to DSP.
DSP in short is an infamous gaming YouTuber turned lolcow, most well known for his incessant need for money from his audience and lackluster content quality.
And the fact that he legitimately cannot play a game to save his life.
Ross would jump onto this bandwagon, uploading a couple of Dark Side Phil parodies and stream clips on his channel.
Seriously, my parents had the money to buy the toy, but they were f***ing stupid, let's put it that way.
One key feature of the DSP community are the Sons of Kojima, a group of dedicated detractors. They would often upload live commentaries over his content, which would often get more views than the original uploads. In 2016, Ross wanted to join the Sons of Kojima, but was refused entry, so he uploaded some rant videos complaining about the group.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about this part because Jim kind of barely touched on this because it was like tangential to why Jim was laughing at him and covering him.
This would lead to a live debate between Ross and trolls, which got 10,000 views on YouTube. This skirmish brought Ross his first taste of internet attention, and unfortunately it wasn't positive. A thread about him was created on Kiwi Farms.
Oh, that's never good. You never want a thread created about you on Kiwi Farms. That is like never a good thing.
And users began to dig through Ross's online history, discovering such oddities like a rap song he uploaded to SoundCloud.
I have a new dance move called the Ginger Boy. All you have to do is go ahead and basically just go and snap a ginger's head from left to right.
Whoa! What? What?
Have to do is go
Through Ross's online history, discovering such oddities like a rap song he uploaded to SoundCloud.
I have a new dance move called the Ginger Boy. All you have to do is go ahead and basically just go and snap a ginger's head from left to right.
Ross
Oh. Okay. That's a rap song? That sounds more like directions of how to kill a ginger put to music.
Began to feud even more with these trolls, getting into long arguments on Twitter and Discord. Like all other internet antagonists, their main goal was to get Ross to freak out. But I doubt they realized the kind of person they were getting involved with.
That video's gonna be f***ing flagged no matter f***ing what. F*** you.
Oh yeah! This is when Ross starts yelling and screaming and roaring. I forgot.
You've probably seen the meme, but Ross actually did this in real life quite often, and it only served to attract more negative attention his way. Things really started to heat up when Ross began talking about looking up videos of little kids taking baths on a random live stream being watched by about a dozen people.
Yeah, that was, and that's what got Jim's attention. The whole thing about like, I like to look up kids in the bathtub. It's like, what the hell? And then Jim like found it and clipped it, and then Ross became forever infamous.
Unfortunately for him, though, one of these observers was none other than Mr. Mediker.
Yep.
If you don't know Mediker, supposed real name Jim, he is an influential commentary creator who originally became popular during the Gamergate era in 2014.
That is like the nicest way of describing Jim ever, Gamer from Mars. Holy shit. Jim is like, I don't even think Jim would call himself a commentary, like an influential commentary creator. I think Jim would be like, nah, dude, I'm not a commentary guy. I'm a shit poster. I just like to watch shit burn. That's Jim. Jim is not, like, I guess in, like, the loosest sense of the word, Jim is a commentary creator. But Jim definitely would rather just, like, I know Jim is like, nah, I'm a shit poster who just wants to watch shit burn down and laugh at it.
Throughout the 2010s, he famously covered dysfunctional people he came across online. On this fateful day in mid-2017, after hearing this peculiar bathtub comment, Jim would ask to join for some additional questioning.
Never let Jim do that.
So I was listening to the live stream, and I was just kind of curious about the bathtub stuff.
No, it's
Ross, you wanna back that story up a little bit to the bathtub before?
I love how when Jim gets into anything that's not good, and you can tell he's got like a smile behind his voice when he's asking, like, hey, you know that really degenerate shit you just said? Hey, you wanna go back and talk about that real quick? You wanna touch on that a little bit? You wanna touch just a little bit?
Before I say anything, it's an honor to have you as a guest
Oh,
on here
shut
anyways.
up, Ross.
I don't really care.
Yeah, it's an honor to have him as well.
Okay,
for me.
that's great. Can you tell me about the little kids in the bathtub, Ross? That's all I want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love how he's like, it's an honor to have you as a guest. And Mediker's like, yeah, whatever, cool. Tell me about the little kids in the bathtub.
Pretty much the reason why I looked it up, and I thought they were cute videos. That's really it.
See, you thought the naked kids in the bathtub were cute.
It was not for like fucking jerking off purposes
You
or
thought
some
looking up the kids in the bathtub was cute, yes.
Oh, someone called me a whore in the chat? Well, you. You could go.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen a lot. Okay, so why were you looking up naked kids in bathtubs in the first place, Ross?
Pretty much like, I guess like
Pretty much like, I guess like fucking...
I want to have kids myself, maybe. I don't know.
Pepe, no one wants to talk to a dead meme, so go back to your grave.
Did you think that looking at naked children would help you create them? Like, how does it...
Yeah, like, what do you mean? I want to have kids myself, so I thought about looking up kids in a bathtub to see, like, what it would be like to, I don't know, have a kid? Like, what do you mean you want kids so you were looking up kids in the bathtubs? Like, what the fuck? Sorry, I was just checking Twitch chat.
How does wanting to have kids correlate to looking them up naked on
Well,
the internet?
I thought they were fun videos. That's really it, dude. Like, if you want to go,
Yeah, I think the chat's
Black,
fascinated with this too, Ross. Like, people want to know.
Yeah, chat wants to know too, Ross. Why the hell do you keep looking up children in the bathtub?
Just that I thought they were cute because, you know, it was fun to watch the videos. Like, that's really it.
I thought it was cute. I thought it was fun to watch the videos. No, dude. Just no, dude. No, dude. That's not okay.
As much as Mediker tried, he couldn't get a straight answer out of Ross, who continued to give a never-ending stream of strange excuses, like the videos were cute, the videos were fun, why not watch them? Mediker, however, would be unwavering in his attempts to get a plausible explanation, and this would cause a growing sense of hostility coming from Jonathan and his friends.
Yeah, somehow Jonathan actually had friends trying to back him up here. Like that chick that you heard. I can't remember what her name was back in the day. She actually had a name and a part in this, but I can't remember what her name was. But yeah, she was actually trying to back him up for some reason.
And I don't even know who this f***er is.
Yeah.
You asking who the f*** I am? I'm the guy talking to the pedophile.
I'm
let me do that.
I'm on the internet.
Well, I don't-
1,000K subscribers. I'm Mr. Mediker. I'm a cool guy.
Oh, no.
I'm on the internet.
Well, I don't-
1,000K subscribers.
I'm on the internet with 1,000K subscribers. 1,000?
I'm Mr. Mediker. I'm a cool guy.
Oh, now you're
I'm not
gonna
the guy
roast Mr.
streaming
Mediker?
talking about naked kids in a bathtub, Ross. That's your
Well,
dumbass.
except
So
I
why
know-
don't you answer the question rather than being a little bitch?
Oh, Jim. Oh, Jim. Back in the days. I missed this Jim. I really, really missed this Jim.
Ross,
just be
you don't want to
straightforward.
go against Mr. Mediker, man.
I don't know.
Rather than being a little bitch.
Ross,
just be
you don't want to go
straightforward.
against Mr. Mediker, man.
Yeah, like that's even his buddy. His buddy's like, Ross, no. Ross, no, you don't want to do this.
I don't know, dude. Like, you're expecting me to go in depth with this, like...
Because the motherfucker wants kids. Jesus Christ.
What the f*** does that
fucking
mean?
odd.
He wants kids.
Okay,
He wants
you
kids, so he
may
looks
think-
up naked videos of children. What are you fucking kidding me? No, Ross. How exactly was it fun and cute?
Let Brandon talk, you motherfucker.
Shut up, you stupid fucking hole! Nobody wants to listen to you. Somebody muzzle
Hey,
this
you
shit.
should-
Oh my god.
Thank you, Jim. Oh, I remember. Oh God, this is such a good refresher. This back in those were the days.
Oh, Brandon,
No,
get
you
this
shut
little
the
mother.
Hole.
You don't
know
fucking know
You
me.
don't know. Yeah, exactly.
Asshole.
You really
I don't need to know her. She's annoying and unfunny. Ross, why are you a pedophile? How about you answer that simple question?
Dude, that's... What?
Edge
Wait,
Queen,
hold on a
do you
minute.
do that or not? You want
Wait
to
a
I
minute,
don't
hold
do
on
that.
a second.
naked pictures of children?
You're trying to twist it like it's not normal. Are you fucking kidding
It
me?
is.
It isn't normal, dude. It's not normal to look up children in the bathtub that especially are not yours.
It's not normal, you fucking degenerate. Edge Queen, do you
You
look
gotta
at
know it's
pictures of
funny.
naked
You gotta know
children
it's
on the
funny,
internet?
right?
You after what you said to me, why should I answer you?
Oh, so you're gonna shut up now? Well, thanks for taking the advice. Jesus Christ, you dumb bitch.
You're all dumb
Let's be
bitches.
quiet. Ross, why are you looking at pictures of naked kids on the internet?
Brandon, I am not dumb.
Except... Yeah, exactly. Ruby isn't dumb.
Oh my God, her name is Ruby. Oh God, I forgot her name was Ruby. Whew. This is... I forgot how much of a shit show this was.
But...
Yeah, you don't think I'm dumb when yeah.
Yeah, she knows psychology. That's the thing, really.
She
so-
knows
It
psychology.
might seem unusual how someone could be surrounded by multiple people who would defend something so seemingly depraved as looking at videos of naked children, but we'll talk about this more later on in the video.
How does wanting kids relate to you going on the internet and looking at naked children? How do they connect it exactly? How does that play into each other?
And you want to know why I said it was fun?
Sure.
Because they're playing and they're pretty much chilling, and that's pretty much what it is, really. I mean, do you want me to explain it a little bit more? I mean,
okay.
That doesn't describe me fucking having any sexual actual
What
fucking.
Earlier, Ross, when they were saying that you had said you had feelings for children and you needed help, are they lying?
Pretty much what I mean by that simply is that pretty much like I have feelings for kids, meaning the very first explanation, meaning that I wanted to have kids myself.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Your friends wouldn't say you needed help if that was the case.
That's why I said that.
So why would you need to have help for that then? If it's just normal, why would you need help?
Pretty much, I wanted to get help for pretty much people trolling me on the internet.
Pretty much. I forgot how much he says pretty much when he's fucking caught in a lie. Cause that's all he does. Like every time he's caught in a lie and he's trying to come up with an answer, he goes pretty much. That's his tell.
Really, that's really it, really.
This stream would put a spotlight not just on Ross, but also his quirky online circle of friends that were defending him. Let's take a bit of time to actually go over these kooky individuals.
That's a very nice way of putting it.
Jetrex is Ross's oldest online friend, and he supposedly introduced the bathtub lover to basically everyone he knows online. He defended Ross for a while, but would eventually turn on him a few months after this initial livestream. Jetrex would go on to do some incredibly horrific stuff himself in 2018, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, really? That I did not know about. See, this is why I'm glad I'm watching this video, because it's not only a remember back then in the days, but it's kind of like an update as to where they are now.
Ruby, or as Mr. Mediker so affectionately called her, Hole, had a large presence in this broadcast, jumping in to defend Ross every chance she got. The woman would attract quite a bit of attention in the Kiwi Farms thread shortly thereafter, and would eventually make her own account to defend herself, which only served to fuel the fire.
Yeah, never do that. Never jump on Kiwi Farms to defend yourself. It's never gonna end well.
Zach Lawless is a surprisingly similar figure to Ross in many ways. He was also part of the DSP community, and had a beef with the Sons of Kojima. Zach would come to Ross's defense online many times over the years. And while Jonathan was looking up videos of children bathing, Zach was allegedly filming his 3-year-old niece taking baths and sending these videos to his friends.
Oh, lovely! What a generously great character that is. Here, let me share videos of my niece with you. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with people?
Some people have even theorized that Ross originally got the bathtub idea from Zach himself. After the initial stream, an online figure known as Nuclear Gamer began threatening Mediker, saying that he would hack him and then file a police report.
Well, Mediker is going to get some serious legal troubles happening his way.
I remember this too. I remember this. And Jim was just laughing so hard.
And I talked to my friend Bandit, and well, he isn't too happy with them lying about people. So it's either you show evidence, or you could find out what happens if you keep messing with me and my group. You just don't get to play on the internet anymore, because you will be in prison.
You will be in prison. Yeah, okay.
Nuclear Gamer would continue making vague threats of dark web hacks and cyber police investigations against all who spoke out against Ross. But he too would change his mind, and eventually join the trolling efforts, making a Kiwi Farms account under the name Psychotic Gamer, and switching his black hat for a white one. While the stream with Mediker brought more attention to Ross, it would only get worse after he uploaded a 35-minute video chronicling both the stream and its aftermath on September 4th, 2017. This video would go on to get 500,000 views, and
I think this was one of his Internet Insanity videos, wasn't it?
Essentially
this was a brand new series.
Skyrocketed Ross into lolcow status.
Cause Jim had what was it? There was an actual series on Ross that Jim did. And I can't remember how many videos it ended up being.
Ross began not only streaming more himself, but also appearing on other people's broadcasts to debate trolls. Almost every time without fail, these debates would devolve into something like this.
Hey, I'd stomp on your fucking throat, alright, you motherfucker. Oh no, you'll be asleep permanently once I meet you in real fucking life and decapitate your fucking head and jump on your testicles.
Get him, Ross.
Yeah, get him, Ross. Yeah, you roar at him, Ross.
Hey, when I fucking meet your dead relatives in hell, I would legitimately torture them over and fucking over again, and I would fantasize them getting fucking tortured, and I will literally rip their fucking guts out, and I will literally go ahead and go and fucking get ready. And I will fucking tell you, if I ever met you in real life, you son of a bitch, I will find you and I will kill you. I will destroy him.
This is Ross trying to debate people.
On one of these trolling expeditions, Ross would threaten to take his own life on air. He would sort of follow through with this threat, with his poison of choice being an entire bottle of Febreze air freshener.
Oh yeah, the Febreze! Oh, I forgot about the fucking Febreze! How could I have forgotten about the Febreze?
I never said this was intended to be a suicide stream anyways. This was actually fucking me just drinking Febreze.
What the fuck? Why? Other than to end it, would you drink Febreze? Did you think it would freshen your breath? That's not the type of fresh breath you should have, dude.
At least I was able to drink. At least I was able to drink Febreze. All right, unlike you fucking faggots.
At least I was able to drink Febreze, unlike you fucking faggots. Oh my god, I forgot how stupid he is.
After drinking the scented product, Ross went to the hospital, and supposedly the doctors didn't find any evidence that he had ingested a chemical, so he went back home. Shortly after, the air freshener ingester hopped back on stream and finally admitted to being a pedo. But not just that, the young man would go on to say that he had a bloodlust, not only for people he's threatened to kill, but specifically children.
I do need to seek help. Not just for borderline pedophilia, but also for bloodlust as well. No, I'm literally telling you the truth right now, is that I do have bloodlust for those I threatened to kill online.
I do have bloodlust for those I threaten to kill online. Holy moly, dude. The fact that people are willing to come on the internet and say shit like this.
I mean, sometimes I did have, like, lust for killing people. Oh no, if I completely lost my fucking mind, I would literally fucking kick a child and then fucking... I was literally fucking pissed off that people were bullying me at high school, so therefore I wanted to fucking shoot up the school.
Whoa, dude. That's not okay. You don't want to do that.
Obviously, the detractors following Ross became concerned after hearing these comments from him. And Neil Venegas, proud creator of the Ross thread on Kiwi Farms, doxed Ross and called a wellness check on him, along with tipping off the FBI.
Now, this is when people started going, you shouldn't dox people. And then there was the whole argument of, if they're threatening to hurt themselves or other people, then yes, you should. So, yeah.
Medicare uploaded his second video on Ross around this time, updating his audience on everything that had happened after his first video. After this official wellness check, Ross's grandparents supposedly banned him from using the internet for 2 months.
When your grandparents ban you as a grown-ass adult from using the internet, you know it's bad.
But shortly after this, he was caught using his PlayStation to talk to Nuclear Gamer, and Ross's grandparents made the decision to send him to a group home. At this point, I think we have to talk about the elephant in the room. Ross has a developmental disability. He's claimed in his streams to have everything from schizophrenia to autism.
Now, I don't doubt that Ross does have some sort of, something wrong with him. But that's not an excuse for his behavior at all.
Many have agreed that he exhibits many of the symptoms associated with these conditions, including his odd manner of speaking where he repeats pretty much over and over again, his intense over-the-top reactions to minor issues, and most importantly, his extreme lack of social judgment. I'm not telling you this to try to defend him, but it is important context to the story.
And it's also important context as to why a grown man needs to have that type of influence on him from his grandparents, where they're like, you can't use the internet, stuff like that as an adult.
And also likely explains how Ross's grandparents were able to send him to a facility so easily despite him being an adult. Because of his new living situation, Ross would stay off the internet for about 2 months while he was in a group home. But on November 18th, 2017, the lolcow would return to YouTube. He uploaded a video that was seemingly recorded on a display computer in a Microsoft store, which likely meant that he was still in the home and wasn't allowed to use the internet.
So he snuck into a computer store and recorded a video on a fucking... Okay.
This video has unfortunately been lost to time, but gathering from the discussion about it on Kiwi Farms, Ross mostly just rants about how he was set up in the last stream, and that he only admitted to being a pedo to get people to leave him alone.
Yeah, because that's how you get people to leave you alone. You admit to being one of the most horrific things you could be. Yes, Ross. Very smart.
Though I don't quite understand the logic on that one. After this, things would remain quiet for another few months, until Ross finally got full internet access back in early 2018, and Mediker would upload his third video. This upload would contain some disturbing new information from secretly recorded Discord conversations with Ross, including the fact that he had SA fantasies.
Oh, good! I forgot about that part of the video. There's a bunch of shit that I forgot about with Ross. I'm glad I'm rewatching this. I'm very glad.
Well, I mean, like, the girl about having rape fantasies about, like, it's my ex-girlfriend, and it's like, f***ing, like, how, like, holy water or something like that, or,
What?
like, sunlight or something like that. Like, whenever you just look at her, you just feel like you want to rape her, and that's your weakness.
Whoa! 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 What the fuck are you talking about, Ross?
Whoa. Is someone recording this?
Oh my god, why would you say that?
So what if I told you that this potential child abuser who fantasizes about assault and committing mass shootings was working at a school?
I heard you're a teacher's assistant now, Ross. Is it true?
Yeah, I'm like, you know, why?
How old are the children that you're assisting?
They're like in elementary school. Why?
Oh.
Why, he asks? They're like in elementary school. Why? Oh, I don't know. 'Cause you said you think you need help because you're a borderline pedophile, maybe?
Okay.
Once again, Ross's followers became concerned. There was a large effort to find the school Ross was working for and to let them know that they were putting kids at risk. But even though we had Ross's location, no school in his vicinity knew who Ross was. Pretty odd. After Mediker completed his trilogy, Ross's now ex-friend Jetrex would leak a chat in which Ross asks if he can live with him, to which Jet says no because he was concerned about his sister's safety.
When a friend of yours is like, no, you can't stay with me, I'm afraid for my sister's safety, and that's a friend? That's a problem.
Ross would respond to this by saying, "Would you rather have someone murder her or have someone molest and still care for her?"
What the He actually said that to his friend? Oh my god, I would have tracked him down and ended him right there.
This was not a particularly persuasive argument, and something that should have probably been shown to law enforcement. But for some reason, Jet didn't seem to be concerned about these comments made about his sibling. That might seem strange, but it would all be explained a few months later. On May 18th, 2018, Jetrex, real identity Logan Westfall, would be arrested for not only molesting, but also sodomizing his sister. He's in prison right now, and
Jesus Christ almighty! What the holy shit, what the hell? This is a whole group of just absolute degenerate people. What the fuck? What the fuck?
he thankfully won't be eligible for parole until 2037. Around this time, Ross told the world that he quit his job working for the unnamed school, and was now identifying as a MAP, which is an abbreviation for Minor Attracted Person. The MAP community is extremely controversial for obvious reasons. Their goal is to try to convince the world that they have a natural form of sexuality, and that it should only be criminalized if a person actually hurts a child.
Which is what they do all the time. Holy crap. It's what they do all the time when they molest children.
I probably don't have to convince you that there's a lot wrong with these people and the message they're trying to spread. But Ross apparently found their points compelling and was trying to leave violence and negativity behind him, just not the pedo part. And with that, the saga started to slow down a bit. But then, over a year later, everything would start to get even weirder. Ross began appearing more and more unhinged in his live streams, like how he was apparently working for another school now, and that he was also into necrophilia. He would also even make his own Kiwi Farms competitor site that was called Cherry Frams.
What? cherry frams? What the hell would that be for, Ross?
What a lot of people didn't know was that at the time, Ross was not at his grandparents' place or the group home anymore, but was instead bouncing from different hotels. Why wasn't he just staying at one hotel? Well, because he kept getting kicked out for screaming.
I'm surprised not. For the fact that he can't stop screaming autistically into his microphone whenever people call him out for shit.
I will kill you all! I will
Jesus.
Ross would stay at a couple different places until finally one day, instead of just knocking on his door, the hotel staff actually called the police. And
good.
When the cops got there, Ross would tell them that he was viewing CP. Unfortunately, Ross would tell them that he was viewing CP.
Idiot? Or maybe not idiot. Good, tell them that. Tell them that and they'll take you to jail.
Unfortunately, this clip is pretty bad quality and hard to make out, but we are able to restore some of Ross's conversation with the officers.
I was pretty good talking about how I watched nudist pictures, and the nudist pictures contained children. Copy or distribute it or anything like that, but my grandmother said to never do that again. So, like, other than that, I don't have anything. But the thing is that what I did do was I looked at the thing, really, the children, the nudist, and the children in the bathtub as well.
Understandably, the police arrested Ross and
Good.
took his computer. But in an interesting twist, they never found any evidence of CP on his hard drive or his browser history. So instead of keeping him in jail, they stuck him in a psychiatric facility. He would remain there until he was released 2 years later in mid-2021, and since then hasn't returned to social media publicly. With the chronological events of Bathtub Ross out of the way, I think now's a good time to take a second to figure out what exactly happened in the story.
I think he actually has a diagnosis of some kind. I'm hoping that he's now medicated and not on social media because he's medicated and realizes that he doesn't need to be there.
Because there are definitely some conclusions to be drawn here, with hindsight now being 2020. For one, if Ross told the police that he had been watching CP, but law enforcement didn't find any evidence of this and didn't charge him for it, then the logical conclusion is that he was making it up.
Yes.
And if he was willing to lie about that, we can apply this logic to other events to see what other claims were merely just made for attention. Well, for one thing, the idea of Ross working at a school now seems to obviously be a lie.
Yeah. I think that because of his proclivities, he probably figured that the trolls, I think he decided to troll the trolls and was like, yeah, I work at a school now, ha ha.
The man was sent to a group home that likely helped adults with developmental disabilities receive professional care around the clock. There are facilities out there that have programs that help their residents find work, but these jobs usually consist of simple tasks like folding laundry or basic data entry, away from the general public. Ross claimed to be a teaching assistant, which often requires a formal education. It's no surprise that Kiwi Farms was unable to find out where Ross was working, because he almost certainly made it up. Let's look at it like this. It's no secret that Ross likes lolcows. He was involved in the DSP community and made some pretty obvious references to Chris Chan in the past.
Yeah. I don't doubt that he does have very dangerous proclivities, but I also don't doubt that he knew that people were bothered by those and then kind of stretched the truth to emphasize, to play off of that.
Like when he called himself a virgin with rage. He even made his own Kiwi Farms competitor site. Now, the defining feature of a lot of lolcows is the ability to thrive off of negative attention.
Yes.
Most people who are being cyberbullied in an anonymous space are usually able to just delete their accounts and leave. But lolcows seemingly always come back for more, trying to twist this negative attention into a positive. but Ross never seemed to care about that. In fact, it appears he made up horrible things about himself to stoke the flames.
Yeah, because he wanted the attention. Any attention to Ross was better than no attention at all. So that's why he would make up things like, I work at a school, or, stuff like that.
Did Ross ever look up pictures of children in bathtubs? It's hard to say with confidence. We do know that he was surrounded by pedos in his friend group, with one even accused of distributing pictures of his young niece bathing around this time. But regardless of whether or not Ross looked up this stuff himself, the allegations alone got him a lot of notoriety. Because for some reason in our society, if someone makes those sort of claims, we kinda just believe them. And what he said was so outrageous, even a famous YouTuber was willing to make a video about him. When this attention started to die down, Ross pretended to drink a bottle of Febreze and then talked about how he had fantasized about hurting children and committing mass crimes. And then suddenly, he got more attention and another video made about him by the same famous YouTuber.
Interesting theory, gamer from Mars. Interesting. You think that maybe this was all done for attention? Huh. See, I think that he actually does have issues with looking at kids, but that's a very interesting theory that this was all done for attention.
Ross was then sent to a group home and wasn't able to post online for a while, which drastically reduced the amount of attention he was getting. So what does he do when he gets out? He tells people online that he's a pedo again, but now with the twist that he's working with children. Once again, he got more attention in another video on his misdeeds. Do you see the cycle here?
Yeah, I do, and it's very interesting I never thought about it that way. That's a very, very interesting theory from the gamer from Mars.
After his trilogy, Mediker was pretty much done with the subject, but Ross still desperately tried to cling to whatever negative clout he had by saying he was working at a different school now, and all of a sudden was into necrophilia. As this cycle went on, Ross's mental state kept on getting worse and worse until he told police point blank that he possessed CP, which is something that would have sent him to prison if it were true.
Yeah, he's clearly, there's something wrong with him where he needs that attention, and he's trying to make up anything about him, but like even the negative things about himself. Like usually people that crave attention will make up things where, they're the hero of the story or the victim of the story, but Ross wanted to be the villain for some reason.
It's obviously never been confirmed if Ross did or did not make everything up. He himself has been off the internet since that night the police knocked on his door 5 years ago. There was never going to be a happy ending to this tale, but the fact that Ross is now staying offline out of his own volition is a very slim silver lining to a dumpster fire of a story.
What an interesting video that was. There were some things not covered by Mediker that I did not know about, and I'm actually quite glad that I took a look at this. That was really, really interesting. And especially with that theory at the end that most, if not all of this could have been made up for attention. I never looked at it that way. To have Ross do all of this, and once Mediker, it's nice to get my troll theory confirmed after all these years. That was the start of the bath time series. Yep. He's gonna backtrace all of us. Yes, yes. Oh God. I just think it's funny we asked each other the other day what happened to Ross. Yeah, that's true, honey. That's true. That was like that was a very good, very concise summary from the gamer from Mars. That was really, really cool. I found that very interesting. And we are dealing with an ad break. So right now, I am going to go to the washroom, grab more coffee, check on the little one, and I will be right back, guys. So you guys get your own refills, and I will be back in a moment. Alright. Sorry about that. I did not mean to take so long. I hope you guys are having a good time, that you've got more coffee, because it is time for us to jump into our next segment. Our next segment being... Where am I here? There we go. Okay. Our next segment being... iDubbbz humiliated by wife Anissa. Now, Bearing. This is a Bearing video. This is going to be... I think it's from a day ago. And... what was I gonna say? So this is a continuation of the iDubbbz Anissa saga, where we covered Anissa talking about the trolls and how they're just pathetic, and she has no idea why they're so mean, and iDubbbz is doubling down with her, and it's bad. It's just bad. And now Bearing's gonna cover how Anissa just completely humiliated iDubbbz.
Wait, we should get Radjor in here.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you can.
Well, if you can. I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
Alright, it is the iDubbbz and Anissa segment. And it's Wednesday. Like I said, it's always Wednesday. It's usually been Love Don't Judge Wednesday, but it's just me recording with you Wednesday for some reason.
Hump day.
If you like. Yeah, so we're going to talk about iDubbbz and Anissa, because they just seem to be everywhere. You open up Twitter, they're fucking everywhere. Everyone's talking about them. I don't know what's going on with them, so I thought we'd have a look.
They're the cringe couple of the moment, aren't they?
They're just, I mean, I don't know what's going on with them. You know what? I get the feeling that they moved to LA. You know when people move to LA and all of a sudden they're just gay? Yeah.
They're just assholes. They move to LA and they become complete shitbag people, because I don't know what it is about LA, but it just turns people into shitbags.
So, I mean, everyone knows who iDubbbz is. He was the king of YouTube. He was funny as fuck. He did content, cop, and all that sort of shit. He did bad unboxings. He did Kickstarter crap, which, I mean, I was late to his channel, but I was watching Kickstarter crap up until like a few years ago, and they are old videos.
So what happened? When did it all go south for him? Was it when he met Anissa?
Oh, yeah.
AKA Yoko Ono?
Yeah.
Yes. She is his Yoko Ono, for sure. For sure, Anissa is his Yoko Ono.
Yeah.
Didn't they just do a podcast where they defended Yoko?
Well, yeah, we're going to have a look at that briefly in this.
Right, all makes sense.
But yeah, she broke up everyone's favourite band. So I guess to start this off, because there's no real structure to this, we're just going to have a look at some clips and talk shit. I would just like to preface this with the fact that when iDubbbz married Anissa, iDubbbz took her last name.
What? I did not know that. He took her last name? Holy shit, I had no idea. What is he? What is this, Beta Z?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, if you're going to cuck yourself out, wouldn't you at least do the hyphenated thing? I mean,
hyphenated, yeah, even that's
a little bit less soy boy. You actually took her name.
And I was thinking about it, and I did a bit of research, and I'm not going to reveal names. I mean, they're out there. They're all over the internet, but I'm just not going to do it. But his old last name wasn't really bad. It's not like his last name was Cockburn.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or something.
Balls. Yeah. Cockburn, balls. Semen. There was a kindergarten teacher in my elementary school. Her name was literally Mrs. Seaman, spelt exactly the way you would think. Okay? And we, as 6th graders, had to help her class because it's normal for 6th grade kids to go and be kindergarten helpers at, like, especially in wintertime, to go help the teachers get the kids dressed in their snowsuits. So, and as sixth graders, we're learning about sex ed, right? So we are now learning the words like semen, for example. So now, every time we walk into her classroom and say, "Hi, Mrs. Seaman," we're like, right? Like, could you imagine being, and she was married, so she took the name Seaman. She took the name Seaman. Her husband's name was Seaman, and she took it. That was what she decided to do. I'd be like, nah, I'm keeping my name. I'm not being Mrs. Seaman. I'm sorry. I refuse. I'd be like, you cannot make me be Mrs. Seaman. I'm sorry. That's not happening. So, like, for iDubbbz to take her name, that's just crazy. I had no idea he did that. That's funny. Oh, please. When I was in boot camp, I met a girl named Guzzler. Oh, God. You knew a guy named Seaman? That's great. So she was Seaman Guzzler. Oh my Jesus Christ, Seaman Guzzler. That's even worse. That's even worse than, oh God. Seaman Guzzler. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's horrible. She took more than just the name. Oh, Jesus. Okay, here we go.
Weird like that.
Yeah.
He took her last name for reasons, I don't know why. And it just sets the mood, and you keep that in mind as we watch these clips.
Let's be real. We all know why he took it, because she refused to give up her name.
But he didn't have to change his name.
Yes, that's true.
Was his dad a serial killer or something?
Right? Like, what did he do? Did he commit some horrific crime and then he needed to change his last name?
No, I don't know. I don't know why any man would do that.
Anyway, let's go. Alright, so we've set the scene. iDubbbz was a YouTube hero. He was funny as fuck. He married Anissa, took her last name. I mean, fuck me.
And in the last video we did, you showed me some very disturbing relationship dynamics.
Yeah, that's right. We covered iDubbbz's relationship advice, and it was basically just settle for whatever you can get.
Yeah, it's so funny because that's basically what he did. He just kind of was like, yeah, I guess.
Also, I'm realizing that I'm caring less about body hair.
Lower your standards.
Yeah, remember his train analogy? It was fucking cringe.
I love trains, so I would buy a house near some train tracks.
But anyway, we've set the stage. Now let's just go through some clips in no particular order. But I want to start with this one because it's a little bit older, and I suspect it might have been the start of their sort of turbulent time on the internet. All right, watch this.
I want to ask Radjor a question first.
Okay.
Radjor.
Wait, we should get Radjor in here.
He looks spent.
Yeah, I know.
He sounds spent. He doesn't sound the same as he did when he was on his own. Like, when he was on his own, he sounded, like, happy and like he wanted to do this.
He looks haggard, doesn't he?
Haggard, yeah. Like there's no shine in his eyes anymore.
So this is obviously fundraising for Creator Clash. Now that's the other thing we didn't mention. Creator Clash. Creator Clash was a big boxing event between YouTubers, and the first one was really good. It made lots of money, and it was all donated to charity, so they thought, let's do it again. And by this stage, iDubbbz had married Anissa, and he said, okay, you can run it. You play a bigger role in the management of this thing. No. And it fucking flopped.
He let Anissa take over? Oh Lord, what? No, don't do that.
He handed the ball over to Yoko.
Yeah. I mean, I think they did
yeah.
about the same numbers, but a lot of people pirated the pay-per-view, and their expenses were just way higher because they were doing like therapy sessions for YouTubers and
Bitches
like
be spending.
YouTube get-togethers and parties and all that sort of shit. So there was no money for charity. So this looks like it's a fundraiser stream for Creator Clash 2, maybe.
Rajor.
Wait, we should get Rajor in here.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you can.
Well, if you can. I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
What the fuck? Really, Anissa? Okay.
No.
Because since I've known you, you've always had, like, IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
Yeah, well.
Look at his face.
Why would you... Why would that even be a thing that you want to ask somebody on a live stream? Like, and poor iDubbbz is like, no, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Like, you can hear him. He's like, yeah, well, please.
You've always been shitting yourself.
Yeah, well.
Look at his face. No, don't say that.
Yeah, he's like, no. Right? He's just like, but he can't actually say, don't say that. So he's just being all passive about it.
Where the fuck did that just come from? No, you can't say that. You're married to him. You owe him your allegiance.
And you know it's true just by his face, too.
Yeah, he's destroyed. She's humiliating him. Oh, no.
And
Alright, so just to follow that up, you'd think that Ian would go, listen, maybe a bit less on the me shitting myself on the internet sort of thing, you know, it's kind of embarrassing, but...
Yeah, like, that's... Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, that's some personal shit. That is horrible. Like, why would you do that to your husband?
No.
Put a leash on your dog. Fuck.
As soon as gluten enters his system, any gluten, his body thinks that he's like it's a something bad. It
Dude,
attacks
why
him.
are you doing
and
this?
so his intestines and stomach get inflamed. So when he just eats gluten, the only thing that happens to him is that he like gets a lot of pressure in his stomach and his like.
If I was Ian, I would have just gotten up and walked out. Like, I would have just, while she was talking, I would have just, do you know what I mean? Just, that is absolutely inappropriate. Absolutely inappropriate. That is beyond disrespectful. Like, I could not imagine doing that to Driving Ape. Hey, Spittlebuggies! No, like, I would never do that. Like, see, you just mentioned it, right? But I would never, that would never occur to me to do that to you. Like, in 17 years of us being together, it has not once occurred to me while we've been doing a show together or whatever, or you've been popping your head in a video, it has never occurred to me to say anything about your issues like that. Like, what the fuck? It's a Spittlebuggies! But yeah, it's like, that is beyond the pale. Like, that is just not okay.
He basically like
shits himself.
So this is a stream she's just doing on her own.
Yeah, this was a recent stream, I think.
Without him there.
Yeah, because she's got short hair. She cut all
So
her hair.
she's talking about him behind his back on a live stream.
Hair off for some reason.
She's going into detail.
The nitty gritty details of why he shits himself.
iDubbbz is a no gluten tolerating person.
Yeah, so they've moved to LA, allegedly, according to my imagination, and he's taken his wife's last name and he's a gluten-free guy.
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
The soy is real.
It's just not. He's not regular, right? Everything's like very.
He shits himself. That's what you're trying to say. He shits himself. All right, so as you know, iDubbbz had like a coming to Jesus moment. Not an actual coming to Jesus moment, but like a, I've been an asshole in the past and I really regret it sort of moment.
Mm-hmm.
And he regrets his old content because he was too edgy and he was...
funny.
Yeah.
He was funny, and he regrets being funny because Anissa has beaten all of the humor out of him. And now he feels that humor is cancer.
Yeah.
Successful. Liked.
Yeah. But he's not like that anymore. He's the new iDubbbz.
Yeah.
And he's a better person
2.0.
now. So this is Anissa talking about that.
There were so many people that were like, he's saying he hates his audience. No, he hates the random dude who's coming up to him at like a hotel bar and just flatly saying the N-word to him, like as if he's gonna like stand there and clap, like give a standing ovation.
So she's referring to, I think it was Tana, is it Tana?
It was Tana Moja where he did that.
Mongoose or Tana Monu or something.
Oh, yeah.
He went to some convention and this happened.
Say Look at her face.
I know. So that was in a...
That was hilarious. That was funny.
Content cop.
Classic.
And he was really famous for that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the fact that he said the N-word, which you could actually say back then, by the way. It's the reaction that he got. That's what was funny.
Yeah. It was that she was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
It was this horrified look.
Yeah.
On this bimbo's face.
Yeah.
That was the funny bit. You know, and people are sort of reliving that. They're going, hey, remember that time you got that horrified look on that bimbo's face?
Yeah.
They're not going, you said n***er.
Yeah. No, that's not what they're doing. And for Anissa to be acting like that's what they're doing is completely just bullshit.
It's real cool, man. We gotta like them black skinned boys around these parts.
Let's say some more. Yeah, so anyway, iDubbbz really regrets this.
I did not like the interactions that I had with fans. There were quite a few human beings that I interacted with that just sucked because I attracted a lot of people who sucked. Some people were very much like antisocial, weird, basement dwellers. You know, the one time a month.
There we go.
Antisocial, weird basement dwellers. Well, that's a great way of shitting all over your millions of fans there, iDubbbz. Well done, sir.
Very much like antisocial, weird, basement dwellers. You know, the one time a month.
There we go. Some people were antisocial, weird basement dwellers. I mean, sure, if you like.
That's fucking harsh.
Isn't it?
There are a lot of good people who are scared to death of socializing, who are maybe a little bit quirky and unusual.
Yeah, and he's just shitting all over him.
Yeah. Like, there are a lot of people out there that watch content. And, like, there are people that have social anxiety. There are people that have, like, just generalized anxiety. Like, not everybody is, like, the weird Cheeto-stained gamer chair guy in the basement with the Hot Pockets and the fucking... Like, it's not everybody is that person, right? Like, honestly, about 99% of us are not that person. She's like his mom. Yeah, she kind of is self-destruction. She's kind of acting like a mom, like being all embarrassing and shit like that. But to me, like, to just sit there and claim all of your fans or most of your fans are these like creepy basement dwellers, when a lot of people are just good, honest people that maybe are a little bit scared of social interaction, but they still try.
You had a whole bunch of them that admired your work. You made them laugh. You probably brought a little bit of happiness into their very lonely existence.
And now you're just calling them all cunts.
Yeah.
Because you're a better person now.
You know, the one time a month that they come out of their cave and they run into me, their favorite YouTuber.
What would they say? What would they do?
One time a month they come out of their cave. Wow, iDubbbz. Holy shit. Tell us what you really think.
I am certainly not going to repeat. I'm talking bad words.
Words that we only say by describing the first letter?
Words like this?
Say
He's never going to escape that. See,
No.
it's kind of even more entertaining now. It's why people like you and I are making this video. That's why people are shitting on him. Because he hates that about himself.
Yeah, he hates the fact that he was edgy, and he wasn't even that edgy, really. Like, Ian was not on the... Like, if you took iDubbbz and you took, like, I don't know, Jim, and you went, which one's edgier? Jim, hands down, would win. Hands fucking down. And the fact that Ian's like, oh my god, I was so horrible, and I was so I was so inappropriate, blah blah blah. No, dude, you were funny. And sometimes you put your toes on the edge, and we're like, ooh, what's over here? And that was even funnier. And now that you've got this weird, like, Yoko bitch that likes to talk about how you have bathroom issues on a live stream, apparently you feel that you're a better person now than you were 5-6 years ago, when you weren't having your bowels spoken about on the internet by your fucking wife. Oh my god. I could never do that. I could never, ever, 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 ever do that. Holy shit.
He's a new man. He's got a new wife. He took her last name. He's trying to be a good husband and a good person and a good role model.
It's the way he's gone about it. I mean, if you were a little bit resentful of the shit you did in the past, you could always just come out and say, yeah, that was the young me, the crazy me. I'm a little bit more tame now. You don't go calling the people who built your channel assholes and, like,
cave dwellers.
People.
Yeah, no. You go, that was a different time. I kind of would like to move on from that and do some, be a different person. But you don't shit all over the people that helped you get to where you are.
Like you can't stand being anywhere near you. It's the way he's done it. It's like sort of holier than thou.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he deleted all the content from his channel. And that's really sad, isn't it? Like, that's YouTube history.
You know, it seems like she's keeping him locked up in a basement, like, and he's an antisocial basement dweller.
That's how it seems too. It's like, Sugar Tits is right. He's a shell of who he used to be. The fact that he deleted all of that content, like, he put a lot of work into that shit. Like, he was not a one and done recorded video kind of person. He had production value, and like that was the fact that he got rid of everything on his channel is really sad. And the fact that it's because of Anissa. It's really a shame that he just can't own the person that he used to be. And if he wants to change, like, fine. But you don't have to be horrible to your fans in order to change. Like, you really don't have to do that. Let's see. I don't think he had a choice. If you look at the entire information that there is about the two of them, he doesn't wear pants. Nah. The crazy thing is that I went the complete opposite direction you and I did. We cleaned up, lost weight, whereas they look like trailer trash. Oh, wow. Really? Nope, this is pure beta energy. This is sad. I am good. Tanacon was one of the greatest trolls of his career. It was! She panicked and then got called out for all the times she said it too. It's true. Now everybody is Ross. Yeah. See, right now what we are seeing is the giant piece of shit that content cops iDubbbz would have nuked from space. Facts. I can't figure out who's worse, iDubbbz or iDubbbz's wife. Okay, iDubbbz. Yeah, you and I, we tried to better ourselves and then they became this bullshit. This is sad. This is... I hate when popular people shit on the people that made them popular. Yes! Yes. Yes. And it happens with YouTubers and musicians and film stars. And it's just bullshit to watch popular people look down on the people that got them to fame and fortune. It's so frustrating.
And she's holding the keys. Like, let him out once
We're
in a
gonna
while.
be good people, Ian.
Yeah.
You're a good person now. So this next one is Anissa going spastic. She had a meltdown recently about faceless YouTubers.
Ooh. Jab, jab, jab.
Yeah.
This is, and I think we actually watched her video on this.
Yeah. So she's talking about the commentary community. But anyway, this is Anissa going spastic because she caught some criticism online.
Sad for content creators like that, because especially the ones that don't have their face showing or anything, because they're basically on a treadmill where they have to continuously make videos like that for anybody to care. And then as soon as they stop making videos like that, they're just fucked.
Oh, really? Oh, really? So, what about the people whose faces are out there that are calling you out?
So let's consider what she's saying. People who make videos have to keep making videos, otherwise people stop watching their videos. No shit.
No kidding, dude. That's the way fucking YouTube works, dumb bitch. You have to make videos in order to being successful. You can't just put up one video and ride that shit. What the fuck?
I mean, she makes this sound like a bad thing.
I think what she's trying to say is they have to make the same kind of content.
They have to be ever more hateful and bigoted, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
It's another holier than thou.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just rich coming from someone who has an OnlyFans account.
No shit.
Yeah, Anissa's got an OnlyFans account. They've just got to keep putting out the same rubbish, otherwise people stop watching.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're just describing yourself.
Yeah, and you've got to keep putting your tits out there to be relevant.
Yeah, and it's even more repetitive for you because you've only got one asshole.
Yeah.
Jesus. Rough. That's rough. This is my problem with, this is the problem with people like Anissa and OnlyFans is that they make people like the people that just do the Playboy type of stuff on OnlyFans. The Playboy type of people get lumped in with the Anissa type of people.
And two nipples.
At least we can talk about different shit.
And even if they do continue, like, people lose interest. It's really hard to keep people's attention on your hate channel when there's like a dime a dozen doing the same thing.
Oh, because there isn't a dime a dozen fucking California-style liberals with their tits out on stream, grandstanding about morals and how they're better than you.
No, not at all. No, there aren't any number of women doing that bullshit. Gee, I wonder why I don't do that bullshit.
Fucking hell. She's got very, very little self-awareness.
And I don't know, you really pigeonhole yourself, like, heavily. And I think you, like, figure out probably, like, halfway through your career that it's not fulfilling or...
Except if you're a commentary creator, you can literally comment on anything. It's very fulfilling. Like, I have a video coming out after this stream commenting on why I'm glad that I'm blind. Right? You don't have to, like, it doesn't have to be a commentary on, like, the same thing. Commentary can be anything you want. Any topic. Any video that piques your interest. It's not the same over and over and over content. commentary is probably one of the most freeing forms of content because you get to provide your opinion on something.
It's not like a good business plan.
Not a good business plan, like losing $250,000 on a YouTube boxing match. I mean, she is talking about business plans.
250 grand they lost. Ouch.
I'm talking about regretting your content.
She's got a failing OnlyFans.
Yeah.
She had a failed boxing match. Now everyone on the internet's shitting on her because she's fucking Yoko Ono. She ruined one of the funniest things on YouTube. I mean, this is projection if ever I saw it.
And then you're just left with, I don't know, like how do you even pivot out of that?
At least my kids are never going to see my mutt on the internet.
See, okay, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I don't like this. I don't like the you're a bad person because you have an OnlyFans. I don't like that. I really, really don't like that. That bothers me. The way that they're acting like that because women have OnlyFans that they are bad women. Or they are lesser than. Like, that bothers me. Because not every OnlyFans creator is a fucking sex worker. Like, I really, that really fucking bothers me. And I like bearing and sugar tits, but that really pisses me off.
But it was part of the business plan.
It was in the business model.
Yes, they have to make videos and try to give their original take. Yeah.
They have to make videos and try to give their original take. Yeah, no shit. I mean, I don't know what her point there was at the end. Yeah, that's content creation, which is a cringe term because, as we know, content creator has come to mean OnlyFans. Anyway.
Oh, is that why you're upset? Because content creator now includes OnlyFans? I think I just figured it out. Guys. I don't care about faces. Till I see some creators who can understand why they don't show their faces. Ever heard of face for radio? Yup. Yeah, exactly. But that whole the whole view of like, oh, you have an OnlyFans, therefore you are now a lesser woman. That bothers the shit out of me.
Anyway, she goes on.
I know a lot of them have never worked a real job.
This was the worst one. This was apparently after she just got back from a run. So that's why her hair is the way it is. It's all parted. She hasn't got makeup on. She looks like an 11-year-old boy.
There's another one?
There's another one.
Oh man, she's really coping hard.
I know a lot of them have never worked a real job. I know that for a fact.
Have you ever worked a real job?
And if you have...
And by the way, why is content creation not a real job? What is different about content creation than having a talk show? What is different from that?
You worked there for a week and you cried and you quit.
Oh, wow. That fucking still...
That says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think she copes and says, I was trying to give off 12-year-old boy vibes.
Like, seriously. There are so many commentary YouTubers that have actual full-time jobs, it's not even funny.
Because it's my thing. I think it's funny and quirky. That's the other thing. Who goes for a run? Because she says she went for a run and she came back and she was all flustered and mad and she just turned the camera on and started ranting. Who goes for a fucking run thinking about people on YouTube and Twitter?
Yeah.
Like you swim. You don't walk or run, you swim. Do you ever go for a swim and you're doing laps and you go, that fucking YouTuber, oh my God, I'm so mad, and come back and switch your fucking microphone? Oh, I don't do that. I go...
No, like, when I was going to the gym and biking on the exercise bike, I was not thinking about work, right? I was not thinking about content. I was thinking, I gotta get through this exercise. I gotta get through this bike ride. keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Listen to the music. Like, I wasn't thinking about, like, oh my god, this fucking asshole YouTuber.
I go for a run, I go for a walk. I don't do that. I'm listening to music and...
Yeah, you do that to switch off.
Yeah.
To stop stressing. Like, YouTube drama is living rent-free in this bitch's head.
Yeah, to
Literally.
her, internet drama is actually drama. I mean, to me, internet drama is funny. It's fucking a spectacle.
You know what the funny thing is as well? Is that she's shitting on faceless YouTubers, right? Yet, she's put her face out there. She's chose to become a personality, you know, to reveal her life and make it very personal, her YouTube channel. And she's just complaining and whining
About how close it's getting to her, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are coming up to Ian in bars and saying nigger.
They recognise his face.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he should have been faceless, but I mean, if you're gonna do that, fucking just don't cry about it, you know?
Yeah, don't be upset that people recognize you when they recognize you. Like I have my face out there, and I have a TikTok that has 34,000 people. So when people see me and go, I like your TikToks, should I be like, oh my god, leave me alone? No. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I mean, to then go after faceless YouTubers,
Who prefer their privacy and to not put their shit all out on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons
Well, you
I
can
don't...
still not put your all your shit out on the internet and you can still have your face out
have
there.
my face on my channel is because, I mean, my YouTube channel isn't fucking massive like Ian's, but I hate the thought of being at the supermarket or out somewhere with our kid and someone comes up and goes, oh, how about that fucking you talked about the other day? How about Anissa, hey? I don't want to talk about Anissa at kindy pickup.
That's right. And it's for me, even before we had kids, it was knowing that we will have kids one day. And I didn't want to expose them to anything like that because no matter what side you claim to be on in the YouTube internet world,
Culture war,
there's always going to be people who disagree with you. There's always going to be crazy people who like want to come at you. I wouldn't want to subject my, family to that.
Look at the rage in those eyes.
Oh, there's rage.
That's the other thing that a lot of these people assume is that I never worked a real job, but I didn't get on the internet until I was 21. I had to pay for my own I was in college working like a fucking serving job.
Oh, you poor thing. You were in college working a serving job, like 90% of college students.
You poor baby.
I mean, a lot of people do that. It's not like you were labouring for a concreter or a bricklayer.
Yeah.
I mean, plenty of people college age are fucking toiling their fucking guts out.
Yeah.
I went to college and worked at Chili's. She probably worked
Hooters.
at fucking Hooters.
Yeah, let's be real.
I was in college working like a fucking serving job.
And I bet you only worked like 20 hours a week too. You were probably a waitress on the weekends.
Okay.
For like 3 hours
I was
a day.
I had 4 to 5 classes a semester, and then I would go work a serving job.
4 to 5 classes a semester. You're supposed to have 6 if you're a full-time student. So you were a part-time student. Okay. You were a part-time student and you had a part-time job. Cool.
Okay. And before that,
Most
I worked
people
at
do
a
that.
pet store. And a Dairy Queen.
A pet store and a Dairy Queen. I mean, I'm not saying if you work at a pet store or a Dairy Queen, you're a shit cunt. But I mean, she says it like, I've spent my time in the trenches.
Yeah, like she's acting like she's had like umpteen jobs for like years and years of experience. It's like, no, dude, you had entry-level jobs for entry-level positions while you were in school. That's normal. That's nothing special.
Yeah, it's not exactly being a brickie or something, is it? Like fucking.
Oh, those hours of toil at Dairy Queen. Do you know how many goldfish I had to bag up for 7-year-olds to take home? Yeah, it's like she's trying to do the fucking... When I was young, the trip to school and back home from school were both uphill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We had to ride 7 miles on our dinosaurs.
Through the snow. Oh, the fucking toil at the pet store and the Dairy Queen.
I don't know what she's bitching about. I was in the same position. I did uni full time. I had a job on the side. I had 2 jobs at one point.
Yeah, I've done labouring jobs. I've done professional jobs.
My mom was in university full time, and she worked at a convenience store, which is why I was always at my grandmother's house. Because my mom was in school and working, and my dad was working nights. So I was like always at my grandparents' house because both of my parents were either working or in school.
Jobs, I've owned businesses, I've washed dishes in my younger days, I've done everything. And here's this bitch saying, if you're a faceless YouTuber, you're pathetic, I bet you've never worked a day.
By the time my father was this bitch's age, when she got onto the internet at 21, he had already gotten a full job after having an apprenticeship at a tool and die shop, and he was already making like ridiculous amounts of money and working a full 40 hours a week.
And you laugh. Well, then if it's so easy, why don't you fucking do it, Anissa?
Because I function in society.
Oh, do you? Are you sure? You don't sound like you're very functional at the moment. You sound a little bit upset, Anissa. You sound a slightly perturbed. Try being a thin girl working constructions, Miss Ladies, then tell me about work and language. Meanwhile, my resume goes to the floor. Yup. She was a barista for 2 years, and that's the level of work experience she had. She flipped off the camera? Really? That's crazy. That's crazy. That is, like, for her to be this upset about commentary YouTubers, like, why don't you be a commentary YouTuber? You seem fairly jealous.
You function in society, do you, Anissa?
I wanted to quit OF, like, so early on, and Ian was like, no, you promised 2 years at least. I'm gonna make you stick to it.
Oh, bullshit. You think you're trying to tell us that Ian stood up to you like that and told you no?
And I did, and I mean, I still do it, so... Can I say that?
Ian is making her do OF, OnlyFans. I wanted to quit OnlyFans, but Ian is making me do it. He made me stick to... Is Ian a human trafficker? I mean, they call Andrew Tate a sex trafficker because he apparently made bitches go on OnlyFans and make money.
Yeah, I doubt that Ian is making this happen. The way that she frames this, and then the way that we saw them interact, there's no way Ian made her do that.
Is it? I mean, how's this different?
This is for your confidence. I want you to see this through, okay? Otherwise you'll always regret it.
Ian's a good person now. Now spread your fucking legs. I really regret saying all those mean things on the internet. I'm a better person now. Now out with the titties!
Except I don't believe that Ian made her do that. I believe that she is saying that he made her do it, but I think it was all her idea.
Is he fucking with her? Is he just trolling her to get her back for telling the whole world that he shits himself?
That's a pretty fucking mean troll.
And he'll be like, look, Anissa, I really think that it's time we delve into the bukkake market. We need you to shit yourself. We need you to we need you to shit on camera. And then once she's gotten into that and she's like footage of her shitting herself everywhere.
That's not bukkake. You really know nothing about porn, do you?
It's shit related, isn't it?
No.
What's that one?
You don't.
What's the shit one?
Bearing's like, oh god, I'm not gonna. Bearing's like, no. Bearing's just like, no.
And then. No, I don't know a lot about porn. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's.
Oh no, you're not gonna show me.
Oh
You're
god.
thinking of scat, but I receive your point nonetheless.
Anyway, what was the whole point was that he was gonna dump her.
Yeah, it was like an epic own.
Yeah, an epic own. After there's footage of her shitting herself all over the internet, he's gotten her back.
I can't believe I just searched bukkake to show my wife.
I can't believe you did that either. Why? Why the fuck would you? Oh my god, Baron. What the fuck? What the fuck, Baron?
That's fucked. I got a clear history, man.
Would Ian
do that right now.
We've talked about it before. He kind of has. I don't know how much information I can give. Like hand cameos. I don't want to get in trouble.
Ian's done hand cameos on Only. So Ian's fingered Anissa on OnlyFans, is what she's saying.
So? Again, so what? Like, this is the thing. Who cares? They're husband and wife. That shouldn't be a problem. That is not something that should be an ew. They're husband and wife. Like, it would be ew if there was some random dude's hand. Like, but it's, like, it's...
Ew.
If you decipher that, that's what that means. So let's just get this straight. Ian decided he was a moral person now. He had good ethics, and he was going to stop being a degenerate. He had to stop this nastiness of saying the N-word on the internet, and he's going to become a good person. Now take your clothes off, start the camera, and let me finger bang your pussy.
That doesn't... Oh my god. A husband and wife doing OnlyFans content together does not make them fucking immoral or degenerate. Please don't do this, Bearing and Sugar Tits. Come on. At least he doesn't have to explain it and describe it. That's very true. That's very true. When you're happy getting a job cleaning the meat and seafood departments at a grocery store, then they can tell us how hard it is. Oh yeah, that would be kind of gross. It does in the case of Anissa because it's not just the two of them. That's true. Yeah, it just bothers me that people who do like tamer shit on OF get lumped in with this shit.
This is an incredible story, isn't it? All right, so this is Anissa and iDubbbz on their podcast again, talking about the psychology of the freak out, if you like.
I was like, I feel like giving a little rant, and I knew that if anyone was going to like clip and share it, it would be the no offense commentary community, but the bottom of the barrel commentary community.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck off. The bottom of the barrel commentary community. Well, maybe if you stopped doing shit that was worth commenting on, the commentary community would fucking leave you alone.
Like clip and share it, it would be the no offense commentary community, but the bottom of the barrel commentary community, the ones that like won't even show their face and shit, and are like playing Subway Surfers or whatever the fuck they're doing.
The bottom of the barrel content creators on YouTube that don't show their faces. Yeah, fuck off.
And so I was
I don't know if they play Subway Surfers.
What's the one with the knife?
Oh, they surf.
They surf.
Surfing. Call of Duty, or not Call of Duty, Counter-Strike surfing, maybe?
Can we just take a second to examine their body language?
Sorry.
I knew that one would get you.
She's like open for business.
She's the man.
Yeah.
She's the dominant one.
Yeah.
He took her last name.
Yeah.
She's sitting there all sprawled out, legs
Yeah.
open, just like chill and relax and fucking
There is no way that he made her do the OnlyFans. There is no way.
This is why I fucking went savage on the internet. And he's sitting there, legs crossed, crushing his balls with his socks and fucking brown Crocs on. I mean, this guy has just fucking fallen off so hard. I mean, he was always a bit fucking twinky, if you like. He was always a bit fucking slim and pasty and a bit airy-fairy, if you like.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he never projected it like this. This is just fucking sad.
Yeah, like, the fact that, like, there's no way that he was like, Anissa, you're gonna do OnlyFans, damn it. Like, that's not...
Yeah, I don't know. But, and so I was specifically talking about them and going on, like, a little, like, fun little rant. Because back in the day when, you know, that you want to get clipped, you want to get shared. Negative, positive, more often negative clips are getting shared. Like, every single clip that you ever see of anybody circulating on Twitter now is like, it's not good.
So that's her cope for that freak out. I meant to do it. I wanted to get clipped. It was...
Yeah, I wanted people to clip me and make fun of me. Especially the faceless YouTubers that I was screaming at.
It's all on purpose. She's sitting there doing this podcast that's about nothing, by the way. It's always about their feelings and how they coped with this and how they coped with that and how we're gonna deal with this. And no one gives a fuck. We only give a fuck when you freak out and you do weird cringe shit. You know what I mean? There's no entertainment value here other than watching it burn. Anyway, what else we got?
That's great. I've had 3 streams and I've already pissed off.
Nice.
I don't know. I really went off 2 streams ago.
Yeah.
But oh my god, he's so bored. He's like, yeah, nice, yeah, cool.
But I don't know. I think it's good. I think the going off is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Who are you gonna piss off other than like a bunch of incels?
Jesus Christ, dude, do you have anything of substance to say anymore? Yeah, so I think it's good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's good to piss off the incels. Yeah.
And man, fucking hell. These are people who genuinely liked you, Ian. A bunch of incels, So far we've had cave dwellers, incels, fucking antisocial basement dwellers.
Who do you think are the people who are subscribing to watch your wife's porn?
Well, that's the thing. I don't think she has a wildly successful page.
That's what I'm saying.
Have you seen that meme on Twitter? Right, I probably won't be able to find it, but it's like the chick who takes the plunge and goes, oh my god, all these chicks are making wild money on OnlyFans. I mean, I really don't want to do it, but I really could use the money. And then they show their pussy and no one subscribes. I mean, the whole world's got your pussy now.
Yeah.
It's all over the place and no one's subscribed.
You're the world's girlfriend now.
That's kind of mean, but it's also true.
I mean, isn't that a horrible notion? Oh, I didn't want to do it, but they're making such good money, and then no one clicks on it. But you know some guy from high school that you had beef with, he's got like a folder.
Yep.
He's got a revenge folder.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
shit.
keeping receipts.
Who are you gonna piss off other than like a bunch of incels? Like, and people who are just already mad at you.
I know. Yeah, that's kind of. I was like,
It's like,
whatever.
What are there new people lining up? You know, it's like this Pokemon waiting in the wings.
So iDubbbz thinks it's good, you know, piss all these people off, get a bunch of shit, become...
Yeah, piss the people off that used to, you know, make your husband's channel. Like, piss everybody off, call them all incels and cave dwellers and... Like, just wreck everybody, just completely shit on the entire commentary community. That'll make them stop, by the way. Calling them all these names, that'll totally make the commentary community leave you alone.
I'm the laughing stock of the internet. Yeah, it's really good. It's good marketing, Anissa.
I just wanted to be clipped.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fucking such hard cope. And that leads us into this last clip.
I like when people call me a succubus unironically because it means that I'm at least in some capacity hot to someone.
What the fuck? You don't want to be called a succubus? That's not a good thing.
Right.
No.
I'm at least in some capacity hot to someone.
Right.
Right,
No,
says
that means
iDubbbz.
you're hot to Ian. I mean, isn't a succubus someone that like tempts a dude and then fucks his life up?
They're monsters.
But it's cool. I like being called a succubus, guys.
And that's just a facade anyway. I bet aren't succubuses supposed to be like really ugly?
Yes, succubuses are demons. Succubuses are a demon, and their outer appearance is beautiful, but their real self is horrible.
True. Yeah, they're monsters with disguises on.
Yeah.
You're achieving something.
I'm hot to someone.
Right.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Because to be a succubus is, I mean...
Yeah, calling
They're
like
hot.
think they're insulting you. They're like, you fucking succubus, you damn temptress,
Yeah.
you siren, and it's
I
like,
also like being called a witch.
yeah,
I'm like half Irish, and we're pagan
right.
fucking witches.
These are all sick things.
Oh yeah, all Irish people are pagan. Yep. Yeah, all Irish people are pagans.
For women to be.
Yeah, it's
like,
cool to be a witch.
Yeah, objectively like badass.
Yeah. Succubus, witch.
Wait, they're cool things for chicks to be, aren't they? Fuck, didn't we drown bitches?
Yeah, we used to kill a bitch.
Who were witches? They're not cool things to be, Ian. And what was she saying about we're Irish, we're pagan? I mean, I guess maybe ages ago, I thought most Irish were Catholic and Protestant.
They are. They very much are. Most Irish people are Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just a fucking weird one.
Yoko Ono.
Yeah.
All really good things.
Yeah, they're only bad if you inherently like hate women.
Yeah, true.
The people who call your wife Yoko Ono inherently hate women.
Oh, yes. Yes. Just because they see a parallel between you and Yoko Ono, that means they hate all women.
This fucking guy and this woman just fucking make my skin crawl. There was nothing good about Yoko Ono.
For people who don't like being judged, they are very judgmental.
They really are.
Yeah. But Yoko Ono was fucked. She never did anything good. She broke up the Beatles.
Yoko could have been the nicest person in the world. She broke up the Beatles.
Yeah.
That is what she's known for.
And then she started like performing with John and going like,
that
was
horrible.
Cringe.
She did give us "Woman is the n***er of the world."
Well, that was John's song.
Yeah, but who influenced that?
That's still a classic.
Wait, really? That's actually a thing? Holy shit! That's actually a song? That's actually a How did I not know that? How did... What? I got tired of Instagram pulling my shit down because, oh my god, we think we can see a nipple. Yeah. Can't show stuff where they used to, and that's why the pages were started. Yep. That's... I had no idea. I had no idea that that was a thing. What the fuck? Wow. Wow, John Lennon. Okay then.
Take a look at the one you with.
You know what gets me about that song, right? Is it doesn't even make sense. Like I get the message.
Yeah.
I get the message. Woman is the n***er of the world. But like, aren't n***ers the n***ers of the world?
What the fuck? What the fuck am I listening to right now?
You know what I mean?
What about female n***ers?
What about, like, why didn't you write a song called "N***ers are the women of the world"? Anyway, we're going off track here, but we're at the end anyway.
You're gonna have to bleep that a lot.
Yeah, no shit. There's gonna be a lot of bleeping. Alright, well that was iDubbbz and Anissa. I hope that made sense. It probably didn't, but like I said, there was no structure to it. We just sort of wanted to get ourselves up to date because they're doing crazy shit, and I'm sure we'll want to cover them again in the future. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Catch you later, Tata.
What the fuck? I had no idea there was a song called Women Are the... What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's crazy. Holy shit, John Lennon. Holy shit, John Lennon, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's nuts. That's just insane. Oh my god. Oh, alright. I've been streaming for 2 hours, and I want to go and make sure that my kid is reading and not screening, so I'm going to end here. I am holding over my 2 other videos because they will actually fit for Traumatic Tuesday as well. So, be sure to come by for that tomorrow when I will have 0 children and I can stream for almost 4 hours instead. Be sure to keep an eye out for the video dropping at 2 p.m. There's also a Can Poly video that's already up on the YouTube channel, so go check those out. And I will be streaming on Twitch tonight for the Combat Hour, so please come by and hang out with me then. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I will see you guys tonight. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday afternoon. See you tonight. Bye, everyone.